Hi, I'm Shruti. I'm going to present my paper on conspiracy joining that I wrote with Mattia Samuri from Gessis and my advisor Tanu Mitra from University of Washington. In this paper, we investigate the role of social factors in conspiracy joining on Reddit. Conspiracy theories are not a new thing. They are attempts to explain events in a way that assumes sinister goals by powerful organizations. As you know, recent conspiracy theories about COVID have created a public health issue. Not just that, but the old anti vaccination theories have also adapted around COVID 19, causing a storm of misinformation and distrust. Social media offers a place for people to discuss and spread conspiracies. For example, this user posted an article on Reddit's conspiracy community describing how wildfires are not caused by climate issues. Another user adds on a YouTube video as an evidence to this theory in the reply. So, in this paper, we focus on understanding what makes people join conspiracy communities online. Previous theoretical researchers identified mainly psychological reasons for conspiracy belief. For example, conspiracy believers were thought to be predisposed to anger, anxiety, paranoia, and even lack of relevant information that could debunk their conspiracies. These models of irrational behaviors are individual focused, meaning they stress on the pre existing psychological conditions. They view the individual's behavior isolated from society. But social media offers a different picture. When people go online, they might end up interacting with others with firm conspiracy beliefs. How does the social interaction affect conspiracy joining then? To understand, we take help of Sunstein and Vermeule's framework for social factors in conspiracy engagement. For example, we look at the availability of conspiracists in the user's network. We calculate how often and how much users communicate with the current conspiracists. Next, users that have conspiracy beliefs may get ostracized from other communities. So we also measure the amount of moderation and the trends in engagement before the user joins conspiracy community. We also look at informational pressure, reputational pressure, emotional cascades, and group identity in the user's interaction with conspiracists. For example, to measure how conspiracist reputation affects the user joining, we calculate the average karma and Reddit tenure of current conspiracists that the users interact with. The main question now is if social factors are important in conspiracy joining. To understand this, we first identify future conspiracists, Reddit users who would go on to engage in conspiracy communities. We also identify a group of users who never engage in conspiracy communities on Reddit. We use extensive matching technique that selects treatment and control users who are similar in terms of their Reddit activity and interests. Our statistical matching approach allows us to make near causal claims about the effects of social factors in conspiracy joining. The matching parameters and technique is explained in detail in the paper. Finally, we perform regression analysis to understand relative importance of individual and social factors on conspiracy joining. We use the individual factors as a baseline to compare the importance and significance of the social factors. We find that social factors are important towards conspiracy joining. At least one feature from each of the social feature group is statistically significant. In that, number of conspiracists in the user's network and the frequency of users' interaction with those conspiracists is strong predictor of conspiracy joining. Moreover, heavy moderation from non-conspiracy communities also might drive the users into conspiracy communities. Our results allow us to understand social processes in conspiracy communities. Take, for example, users Vaccinic, who is a future conspiracist in our dataset. Vaccinics joined Reddit in February 2013. They started getting heavy downvotes from communities like World News for expressing unpopular opinions. Vaccinics joined Conspiracy in 2015 and subsequently joined CST, another conspiracy discussion community, and started getting positive feedback on their posts and comments right from the start. Now, Vaccinic is a prolific member of conspiracy discussion communities and posts COVID 19 related misinformation about how masks are ineffective and alternate cures for COVID. Vaccinic is also a moderator for Conspiracy, CST, and Fringe Theory. This is one of the many examples showing how ostracizing from other communities may drive Reddit users into conspiracy discussions where they find home for their thoughts. To the best of our knowledge, ours is the first study to provide quantitative evidence of social factors towards conspiracy joining. To achieve this, we provide systematic representation of theory-driven individual and social factors towards conspiracy joining. As a byproduct, we also produce a manually validated list of 56 conspiracy subreddits along with the example posts and a scale that quantifies conspiracy and science leaning of around 11,000 subreddits. Thank you, and feel free to ask your questions through email or live chat.